I really should get in the habit of clearing my throat before I hit stream. Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another live stream of my Sims 3 Pets 100% series. Today we will hopefully be able to stream the full 4 hours. Unless some random bullshit happens again, but 3 weeks in a row I was only able to stream 3 hours after I said I was going to stream 4. Let's hope today will be different. So first things first, I do want to check something regarding the achievements for Sims 3 Pets. I just want to see if there is any easy achievement we can get for this stream. I don't think there is, but I just want to check. It's possible we may get Leonardo Reborn sub-challenge. We are actually one challenge away from being able to unlock that. Beyond that, I don't think there's anything else we can get. So I do want to go into your inventory. Oh, right, we had, you here. Let's, ask you to leave. So something I will say is today has not been a very good week for me. And I will explain why it was in just a minute. But basically, I've been having a lot of difficulties lately with, I've been having a lot of difficulties lately with my, God, can't think. I've been having a lot of difficulties lately with drought to my critical introduction, and it's really been my focus for pretty much my entire past 5 weeks, 6 weeks of school. And what's been really kind of annoying me is it seems that my instructor, for the longest time, I felt like that my instructor was kind of making it hard for me to, it seemed like that he had specific expectations, is what I'm trying to say. And it just kind of made things a little bit difficult for me because I had to like write it a specific way, and I thought I wasn't allowed to like write it the way that I want. And he actually, after talking with him, he actually encouraged me to do this. But this last week, we also had like an essay due, and I thought I did a decent job. I thought I understood the assignment well, but it turns out I didn't. And I got a 75 out of 100. First C I got in several semesters. So, yeah, I'm gonna need to talk to him and see if I can revise my thing, but it's just school has been really kicking my ass lately. But beyond that, I'm excited to be back here. I'm excited to be streaming. As I say, like at this point, streaming on the weekend is really what I look forward to the most during the week. Scratch and play. But yeah, I've been honestly kind of a little bit annoyed, if I'm gonna be honest here, because I've been consistently, ever since I said that I was gonna be streaming like an hour longer, I consistently have been unable to stream for an hour longer. So I've been kind of getting a little bit annoyed lately because I've been kind of feeling like I've been made out to be a liar. But hopefully this time will be different. I'm actually fully ready. I feel okay. I'm not like sick or anything. I'm not hungry. I actually ate before I started streaming for once. We don't have the fire alarm going off. I shouldn't have like an issue with me being unable to stream. The only thing that could get in the way is my equipment. If my power goes out or my stream just crashes, then I'll be forced to end it early, but at that point it's not really my fault because it's not like things that are in my control. What I will say is tomorrow we will be doing a lot, making a lot of progress on, we will be making a lot of progress on, I don't know who Thomas is. I will be making a lot of progress on inventing, and it's possible we will definitely be getting one achievement done today. It's possible we may be able to get several challenges done as well. I guess nothing else I could talk about because I really need to again have it talking consistently throughout the entire stream because there's been several moments in the past when I just kind of left things silent. Uh, I don't know how long it's gonna take me for me to finish everything. I feel like I've been making great progress, but at this point, uh, it just I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to finish everything. I'm hoping it won't take long, but won't take like longer than 100 streams. I mean, but this is already our 33rd stream, so hopefully it won't take too long to finish everything. But we'll see. That's interesting. So I'm waiting for the ghost thing to pop up. Because we still need to get Clea's skills to be done. Yeah, this hasn't popped up yet. We need spirits and we need poltergeist. In fact, how many do we need? Let's go into skills, skill milestones. 50 spirits, 25 poltergeists. We need 2 more spirits for 1, and we need 16 more poltergeists? Maybe? Poltergeist is honestly probably the rarest event. It's probably gonna take us off for us to get it. Just take a moment to drink my coffee. Hey, who is that? I guess I'll never know. It's ghosts, not spirits. It's gonna be sim ghosts. Let's see if there's, because I highly doubt there's only one available. It looks like there is. I'm not gonna go after this one. Looks like if it was spirits, it would say spirits, but this is ghosts. So it's gonna be like a sim thing. I guess we could check, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Strapping pains. Hey, sorry for bothering you. Want to offer a promotion over channel. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Uh, the problem is I'm already working with someone. I'm actually paying someone like a lot of money for to develop like the alerts, animations, all this kind of stuff for my channel. Uh, but I don't know what you mean by offer promotion of your channel. But uh, personally, I'm not really interested. If I'm gonna be honest here. Is it's gonna probably cost me a lot of money just to do this type of thing, and I'm already like paying someone. Like I paid for a $800 package to overhaul my thing, and I paid half of it. And I started. I need to pay the other half when it's finished. So personally, I'm not interested in accepting that offer because I don't want to spend more money than I really care to, especially since money's kind of tight right now. So, thank you for the offer, strapping pains, but not really interested right now. So, honestly, the second time someone actually came into my chat and actually offered something like that, uh, I'm always very hesitant whenever I see something like that because I don't know if it's a scam or if it's legit. And so they're here. Yeah, it's Ghost. I was right. Let's just go home. I don't really care about Ghost. We already have like all the things we need for Ghost. I guess I should trust my gut, but I didn't. But I don't really care about this. It's spirits and poltergeist I want. I will say, the person that I am working for to develop, like, essentially, like, the design or my, branding, I guess, for my channel, it is actually modeled after my novel project, which once it gets off the ground, once I publish my first book, I'm going to be advertising it more. And if I ever get to the point in this channel where I'm able to run ads, I'm probably going to be running my own little advertisements for my channel, for my own novel project. But I guess something that I will say is
Ho ho ho!
it's definitely what this guy has created so far. He's definitely getting close to what my characters look like. And something that I will also say is he's definitely using a specific style for some of these things, and it may not be exactly what people would expect what people would picture when they're creating my content, when they're reading my content, but it will be close. The other thing I will say is it's definitely it's definitely kind of weird to me, if I'm gonna be honest here. Just kind of seeing my characters being brought to life. And if this guy is successful when this is finished, you may actually be more interested in what I'm trying to create. So I'm hoping that just by when this guy is finished with his animations, it could actually make people more interested in my content. So, so we'll see. Use the bathroom and take a shower. I can't remember who is your partner. Carlos and my partner is Eva Gilman. Still weird to me that she only has 3 traits.
Ooh.
I remember one of my friends used to get triggered whenever he hears me drinking something, especially soda. Or when I drink soda, like especially when I'm drinking it with the microphone on. He'll hear me slurp my soda. He says, "Oh, why don't you drink soda like a normal person?" Because he just doesn't like it when people slurp. I can understand that people find it annoying or gross, but
Hmm.
especially when you're drinking a hot beverage. Like I'm drinking coffee right now. Uh, it's definitely what I'd like to. What do you have any opportunities you can work on? It's definitely what was I trying to say? 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Uh, it's definitely understandable, is what I'm trying to say. For me to slurp when I'm drinking a hot thing, but for me, like I've never successfully been able to drink like a soda consistently without slurping. So I guess it's just like how the thing is designed, I guess. But I will say, I'm still getting used to the design of
Oh, oh,
Gort.
oh, oh.
He just kind of reminds me of like robots you would see from like a movie from like from like the silent movie era. If I'm gonna be honest here, like the old school like 1920s like creature films. Kind of what it reminds me of. I'm pretty sure. Let me actually check this. I think the silent movie era was in the 1920s. When was the silent movie era? 1890s to 1920s. Okay, I was right. Funnily enough, like going back to like the old, I can't move my camera. There it is. Going back to like the older TV thing. I think a lot of people today are kind of dismissive of like anything that is in color or HD. Like especially this is especially true for gamers of today. Like so many people, like say for example, Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 may be one of the greatest Mario games, 3D Mario games in existence, and it's really like the game that kind of started off the Mario games. I remember playing it on my neighbor's Nintendo 64, and I remember having a blast even though I didn't really understand how to play. There are kids today that if they were to play like an old Nintendo 64 game, they will think it is trash because it is not. Its graphics are not as realistic or as interesting as games of today. And this is especially true for movies, where we actually encountered people that thought that, like the black and white movie era of TV, I have actually encountered people who actually thought those movies sucked in comparison to like the uh, color or HD uh, movies and TV. And it's just I don't really get that.
Oh, oh.
Like I recently Well, I'm still in the process of this, but I haven't really been focusing on it lately at all within the last couple years. But I have encountered people who, I mean, I've encountered people. I,
Oh. Ah.
I have, tried to watch at the old school, like William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton era of Doctor Who, which is kind of difficult considering like 80% of his episodes are lost. But it's been really enjoyable. It just definitely takes some getting used to if you're used to like the if you're used to like the newer forms of TV. But it's just people just look at that old style of TV and they think it is just bad, and it's just I don't get that. Like even like watching like the old school black and white Three Stooges is pretty enjoyable in comparison to some like comedy shows that are out today. It's just good old slapstick humor that just never really dies down. It's just people just see the black and white, they think it sucks, but I guess the same thing that people have problems people have with some of the games I played, because I played a lot of older games. I'll admit that the newer games definitely have some features and some quality of life mechanics that have improved it over the older games. I still have a deep appreciation for games that literally just came that have I have a deep appreciation for games that came out first. Like I would always rather see how a game started. I played one of the first games in the series and compare it to where it is now than to just only play the newer games, because so many people they see so many people they see what's called they see like an older game, they see it's not as polished as the newer games, they just think that it's bad, and it's just I don't get that at all. I think if I think that part of it is just kind of the fact that the generation of today is kind of spoiled, and it just kind of like tainted like their perception of the past, of things of the past. But like if I ever were to have kids, I would want to like teach them to appreciate uh things that just kind of came before it, I guess. That makes sense.
Ooh. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm.
We're still looking for a pink diamond to cut it into a heart-shaped thing. I also need to check something with Gort. I don't think I ever really took a look at the lifetime rewards you can earn. It looks like it's about the same as, it looks like it's the same. Just gonna get a player table just to fulfill his lifetime wish. Is that one of his wishes, I mean. Really, there's nothing I want Gord to work on. Ideally, I would want him to like build his relationship with his partner, but I can't do it right now. She's probably asleep and won't come in. Your dog is starving right now, and you're more concerned with, I think that's a cat. I can't tell, actually. It looks like a puppy, but
Ah.
I can't tell if it's a puppy or a kitten. Your dog is starving right now, you're more concerned with,
Oh.
scolding me.
Swaz.
How does he view Gord? Half brother, that's funny. I just realized, I completely forgot about this, but I guess it's just been a while since I looked at his traits, but it's funny to me how he has the trait hopeless romantic. I don't know, I just find that funny. Go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Workbench, make, complex invention, post positioning system. Let's also check your skills. $22. I need 50, so we need 38 more.
Huh.
Oh, we got a pink diamond. Nice. Okay. Inventory. Pink diamond. Get cut. Let's go ahead and use a karma power. Huh. Actually, we'll hold off on this. Because I definitely want... to, use it on Gorge when he gets home from work.
Oh.
Okay, so... I'm trying to think. See, considering that apparently the Simbots were meant to be a predecessor of something called servos in other Sims games, I'm legitimately kind of curious what servos are like. I'm assuming that they're in Sims 4. So it kind of makes me curious. It kind of makes me want to play that and just experience servos for the first time.
Zorba Norp. Giba Giba Giba. Zorba. Oh. Suokifi.
Really just killing time until they have to go. There it goes. Go to work, Gort. Go to work, Gort. Go to work, Gort. Go to work, Gort.
Sublish.
Thank you. I don't know about the school bus here to come to pick up Alec, but that's going there right now. Let's go ahead and turn in this opportunity for Andy is what his name is.
Ow!
Musical abilities are really rocking. The theater owner is really impressed by your talent and wants you to have this new composition to see how you perform it. Looks like there's Emily Elston is back as a newspaper girl.
Poofa!
Come on. There we go. Let's make another one. I will say Gort should be getting a promotion today. It'll be great. And I also need to check once again because I honestly forgot it is International Super Spy once, yeah. Uh No, decline opportunity. Don't care about gardening. Pet to base, Spencer Knight. He's so nice when I can get this done.
Ouch, nerds.
Can I just make another one? Think she got distracted because Spencer shook his fur. I guess while we're talking about pets, because Spencer just kind of reminded me of one of my dogs. Just actually found out that my dog actually, she actually has like a couple of things going on with her. We just had to take her to the vet, and she has something like a canine disease called RODS, which is essentially when a sediment forms in a dog's stomach. Vets to this day have no idea what causes it, but my dog has that going on. She also has a urinary tract infection, and she has like something else. But for the first time in several months, we actually had moments where our dog was actually getting into fights, and we actually didn't know why they were getting so feisty with each other, I guess you could say. And apparently, it always starts when our dog that's sick, it starts growling. Just saying that there's well established no smuggling ring and they're meeting at the Gilman complex. Get there quickly to listen and gather intelligence so that the criminals can be brought to justice. But yeah, my dog would just start growling, and usually, apparently, when a dog growls, it's a signifier that uh, they're not doing well, and they just want people. They just want to be left alone, I guess. But my dog just hears a growling and thinks it's a sign for like a fight. And we actually kind of had a couple dog fights for the first time in several weeks. And when we took her to the vet, we found out what was going on with her. It's just kind of really kind of sad, I guess. It's just it's the for those curious, the dog that named Spencer after is not the same dog that I'm talking about. It's just talking about Spencer, mentioning Spencer just kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, it's just my dog is definitely not really doing too well at the moment. Not at the point where we need to like put her down or whatever, but it's just he's definitely kind of in a bad place.
Boo. Alveda Cerno, a Hada Bene.
Yeah, so I think that what I need to do. There you go, Leonardo Reborn. So I think that's really the last major easy thing we can get done as of right now. Congratulations, Gord's promotion to traffic cop gives him certification to be a pro in apprehending burglars. Cool. Congratulations, Gord's impressive performance has earned him a promotion to traffic cop as well as a bonus of $564. Streets are packed with traffic jams and accident claims, and you are the traffic cop stuck in the middle of the intersection. Now is when the real police work starts. To get close to your partner, you'll need someone who has your back when the screeching tires hit the pavement. Okay, so let's invite a sim over.
Oh, Gabble Pepso Nord.
Okay, so if you're not gonna play ball, then I'm gonna have to go to you. Let's go ahead and put a save here when we get here, just because my Xbox is actually making a lot of noise right now, and I'm kind of getting a little bit concerned. So in case it crashes, I just want to make sure we have a save in. I'm pretty sure it's my Xbox.
Mm-mm.
Susu.
Hmm.
Korboseb. Javig.
Sibo?
Ah.
Oh,
Tico,
Balutas!
Tico.
But Zeeb. Sasha Mahim.
I
Frida!
can't remember. Do I have the? We don't have the life. So there is a lifetime reward trade that's generally pretty good for building friends. Actually, a couple of lifetime reward things that are really good for building friends. One thing that's actually a good thing to have is really like the things that are good for building friends is inappropriate, but in a good way, which doesn't really is not really something that I typically get, but it does kind of help with being successful and like interact things. But things you definitely want to work towards is never dull, and eventually long distance friend.
Linar. Kadu. Hordable. Uva Zigada. Bog.
Weebna Dorka, Nang, Wibnabo, Yablanc, Silad.
Ma Dani.
Mm-hmm.
Larsimore. Yadan. Warp me. For God's the King of Gaji.
Durfeebot.
Let us.
Donzo Wasamane. Gorso.
Mm-hmm.
Kawazig.
What's this show off features do?
Rafala Rubazorp. Pepsi Kaboo.
I guess that's pretty funny.
Zoob Jahani Mas. T.
Yasuni Hoop. Brip. Tazini Web.
Flarbni Mikatso.
Mm.
Sada.
Snagreeby. Pindala Nerb. Tu Bimzana.
Gibney North. Porgal Jeeb. Saguza Zamgi.
Jorg Yaba.
Uh-huh.
Let us.
Darniar. Zeem.
Mm-hmm.
Mani. Garbso. Wabahina Tasami.
Skibazu.
Zordafate.
Vasatuva.
Oh.
Just trying to get her to friend. I'm assuming. Well, we already have her in the green, but I want to try to get her to friend. I think that's a good place to end things off right now. Let us. I just enthused about work. Let's go ahead and enthuse about law enforcement.
Ziborgaj. Korba.
Mm?
Gavaz?
We're actually very close to getting her to threshold of friend, but that's just really my goal as of right now. Let's go ahead and chat again.
Jeep, Johnny Safasim. Z?
Filanu. Tavanor. Gag.
Arbo. Arbo Gwinchi.
Are
Zelka
you
what?
afraid of robots, you racist?
Hana, Zoom Dap Deep, Smeed, Smorgy Gorg.
Sako Mizo.
Lady is a racist. Disgusted by robots.
Hablu Borbol.
Gurk, Yabag.
Mm-hmm.
She is a heavy sleeper. I never really understood like what exactly, because obviously I know that someone with a heavy sleeper trade will sleep a lot longer than someone without it. But I never really understood what exactly that did. Like if there was like anything positive about that, because it just kind of sounds kind of negative. If I'm gonna be honest here.
Larsimore. Lahan. Donzo Wasamane. Gorso. Kawazig. Zub Jahani Mas. T.
Flopsy Mendoga. Snemo. Ta?
Zelka. Zelka Bwebadanch. Shabasa T.
Grau Fredage. Naka Grobel.
We're very close to getting her to friend.
Kochi Da.
Amsam. Gamjaba Zoo. For Nibaga Da Mahabatu.
Ah, Tuba.
Yeah, I kind of would have guessed that she was rich.
For me. For God's the King of Gaji.
Durfy Ba.
Garniar. Zim. Mani.
Go ahead and chat again. Actually, no. Gort, go home. Go ahead and replace, upgrade something with become good friends with Eva. I guess we can work on getting. sport, we need to tutor in logic. And while we are doing that,
Lalag.
30 hours, and we have done 13, so we're still pretty far away.
Whipna Chaba Dark!
Oh my god, get the heck out of the way! Stupid cat. Dude, what the?
Winu Abicha. Team Mimsna. Siwu? Pina Belepto. Zigakolta. Burpsy Ibna Raza.
There's one thing I dislike about Sims is it's very common for characters to get in the way.
Burpsy Ibna Raza. Siwu? Blitzna.
How do we not get promoted? Wow, we're literally just missing a sliver.
Wibnu Abicha. Team Mimsna. Siwu? Burpsy Ibna Raza. Siwu? Blitzna. Zigakolta. Burpsy Ibna Razag. Siwu? Blitzna. Pina Belepto.
Hey,
Jiba?
let's have you go upstairs and sleep. We will have you go play. And you will have a quick meal. We'll take a shower. And you will sleep.
Mimsna. Siwu? Burpsy Ibna Raza. Siwu? Blitzna.
Dude, what the fuck? Go play with your toy, you stupid dumbass cat.
Siwu? Blitzna. Fina Belepto. Zigakolta. Burpsy Ibna Razag. Siwu? Blitzna. Fina Belepto. Zigakolta. Wibnu Abicha. Team Mimsna. Siwu? Fina Belepto. Zigakolta. Burpsy Ibna Razag. Siwu? Blitzna. Wibnu
Logic skill 4.
Team Mimsna. Siwu? Fina Belepto.
I'm really saving up my karma for if I need it. I could use it to get more money, but not really hurting anyway.
Fina Belepto. Gakolta. Burpsy Ibna Razag. Siwu?
Let's actually be done. I need you to go to sleep.
Bobana Katu.
Please.
Ripsy? Norcha.
Let's also go ahead and serve dinner. We will make hamburgers. Fun little fact about me. Favorite type of food to eat is burgers. It's honestly very hard to fuck up a burger in my opinion, but I have been to some fast food restaurants where the burgers were just atrocious. I honestly think that the worst burger I've ever had, like, is in recent memory, is actually from Celestino's, which is like a New York pizza place. But they also like serve sandwiches, they serve pasta, they serve and they also serve burgers. But so it's a little bit of everything. But Celestino's, I went and ordered one of their burgers because we wanted something to eat and we didn't want pizza, so we just ordered something off the menu that Celestino's had. But thing is with Celestino's, the burger that I had from them may have been like one of the worst burgers I have ever eaten, simply because of the fact that they drowned the freaking burger in mustard. Like you just hold the burger in your hand and you put the burger down and your hands are covered in mustard. That's how covered the burger was. It was just so bad. Like every single, you couldn't even taste the burger because all you would taste is mustard. That's just how bad it was. It was just so freaking stupid. I've never went to a burger place. I never like ordered a burger where I genuinely hated, where I genuinely like thought that the burger was shit. It's just, it's very hard to screw up a burger, but if you do screw up a burger, it's just really only have yourself to blame. It's probably one of the easiest things you can make. And this is coming from someone who just doesn't really do that much cooking. Mainly because I don't know how to cook, but I do know how to make a burger. I wasn't even paying attention. Is there a ghost thing going on? Doesn't look like it yet. Ooh, ghosts on Legendary Lane. Poltergeist 313 Harvest Snook. I will take this poltergeist. Something I will say, this is actually in relation to the series that I'm going to be working on tomorrow. I generally think we may have like 2 streams left before we are finished with that game. Basically, all we have left is 3 main story missions. It probably won't take me too long. We need to 100% every single world. We need to get every single achievement. I do not think that it'll take me longer than 2 full live streams. And just as a little added bonus, because I'm so close to finishing, I'm actually going to be streaming a little bit longer on both Saturday and this week and next week, just to try and like get it finished. And so you're gonna have a little bit of a treat. I'm gonna be playing Star Wars a little bit longer, simply because of the fact that I want to get it done. The next game that I'm gonna be covering on my channel is a game that I actually can't show off right now because I'm playing on 360. What I mean by that is I can't access games that are for the Xbox One because they are labeled under Xbox One games, and if I click it, nothing happens. But the game that I'm going to be playing is Assassin's Creed Unity. The game I'm going to be playing is Assassin's Creed Unity. And I have not played that game since several months after launch. And it's definitely going to be an interesting experience for me. Because I've never actually managed to get far into this game. But what I will say is if you are interested in essentially a more or less blind experience with this game, you may actually enjoy this playthrough. But it's definitely going to be an interesting playthrough nonetheless, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that are locked off for us for a while. But once we get this, once we are able to play this game, it's definitely going to be an interesting experience. The one thing that I am unsure of, if I'm going to be honest here, is the best way to actually handle something like this. Because it's, as I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be locked off for us at the moment. And I'm still going to try and make it so that I'm still gonna try and make it so that I'm literally just essentially gonna be like how I typically handle things, where I try and clear out one district for one sequence. But what's gonna be kind of interesting, if I'm gonna be honest here, is there's a specific collectible type called locked chest, and there's gonna be we're gonna probably spend like half the game working towards getting the ability to unlock that, because there's a specific skill for lockpicking and 2 different upgrades for lockpicking. I'm gonna try and get it as early as I can. But to talk a little bit more about my first experience with this game, believe it or not, Assassin's Creed Unity was my first experience with playing a game that has a skill system. And I felt like for a while that I kind of ruined Arnold's character with the skills that I invested in. and I didn't bother to keep playing because I thought that the only way you could earn skills was through. I thought the only way to earn skills uh, was through the main missions. But apparently, you can also earn that through like side quests and stuff. But it's just, I was really struggling with that game when I first played it, and a lot of people were complaining about bugs that made the game unplayable. A lot of people were complaining about uh, glitches that completely broke their game and all this stuff. I didn't really notice any problems like that at launch when I played it. In fact, I didn't even play it at launch. When the game first came out, it came out at the same time as Assassin's Creed Rogue, and I played Assassin's Creed Rogue before I played Assassin's Creed Unity because they're supposed to come before Unity. But it was just kind of weird to me, I guess, because when I did play Assassin's Creed Unity, I didn't really have a good experience. It was simply because I was kind of investing into the wrong points, I guess. That kind of hindered my experience. But I'm not going to have that problem this time around. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to play it from beginning to end. I'm going to 100% the game. And if there is one thing that I'm currently worried about, it's actually the co-op missions. Because while apparently you can actually complete co-op missions solo, it's definitely much easier to have a friend. And unfortunately, I don't think that I may be able to do matchmaking and try and get someone to help me with that, but it's probably not going to happen. So I'll probably have to do a lot of these things solo, which means I may not be able to get 100% synchronization on them because uh, they will require someone to get like optional objectives, likely tied to or revolving around multiplayer. So we'll see. When I get to that point, we'll see. But it's definitely gonna be an interesting series regardless. For anyone curious, can't move. For anyone curious, Assassin's Creed Unity is one of actually maybe the last last main like Assassin's Creed game that I never actually finished. So you'll be seeing my mostly blind reaction to that game. I did actually watch a playthrough shortly after it launched, after I kind of got stonewalled and could progress any further. And but I don't remember much of the story, so for most of it, you'll be seeing a mostly blind reaction. I also will be playing the DLC Dead Kings for the first time. I've never seen gameplay of it. I've never played the DLC. But yeah, I expect a blind reaction, a blind playthrough for the Dead Kings DLC. So that's essentially what's coming up in the future of my channel. As of right now, I think the next game that's probably going to be completed on my channel when that is done is actually going to be Stardew Valley, if I'm going to be honest here. Now, on the topic of Stardew Valley, we're actually very close to the ending, but we're still like several streams away. But the problem is 1.6, the update 1.6 will be releasing sometime soon. Either next month or maybe even early next year at the latest. The developer concerned Dave has actually been talking about like giving like leaks as to what it's going to be about. He actually kind of hinted at an overworld foraging item called horseradish juice, which a lot of people were kind of grossed out and thought that was just going to be like the most sickening thing ever. But there is already kind of is announced like some like feature that's going to be a thing with this game. He's kind of like hinted at like new characters, new festivals. When that update releases, regardless on if I reach 100% completion or not, I'm going to be taking a break from that game and only coming back when I complete the next game in hopes that the wiki will have updated by then, and it will we'll be able to like get more information. I will be able to like cover it in a more professional way. The last thing I want to do is just try to like, get the wrong gifts to the character and kind of make it harder for me to progress the thing in the process. So that's gonna be what's coming up in the future. When I get to that point, when either I 1.6 releases and I either 100% the game or don't 100% the game, I'm going to be temporarily playing the next game that's on queue, which will be Saints Row 1, the 2008 version. I'll be playing that on the Xbox One, Series X, I mean, backwards compatible. And I will be covering everything except the multiplayer, since it is going to be impossible for me to be able to get the multiplayer achievements for me to get a full team of 6 people, I believe, to be able to play a lobby. So, they're going to be doing everything in the game except the multiplayer achievements. It's just kind of a shame because you can't actually do everything, I guess. But it is going to be something that I am going to be doing. I'm going to be covering everything except the multiplayer, so. If you're interested in Saints Row 1, you'll be seeing a mostly blind reaction. I've literally only completed the Vice King storyline, and I've completed half of the of the Cornales mission. I keep on wanting to say the Lost Cornales, but as Dex says in the story, it's not the Lost Cornales, it's Lost Cornales. So, it's just kind of like a running joke with that game. Honestly, a lot of those characters with Saints Row 1, I've actually thought that was actually like really interesting characters to me.
Parwo.
So, yeah, it's gonna be it's a playthrough that I'm looking forward to, but also a little bit concerned about because there is a problem that exists with Saints Row 1, and that's the kind of frustrations that exist with it's the frustrations that exist with gonna have you read your thing. It's the frustrations that exist with the mini games, the activities. There is a glitch with Central 1's insurance fraud where no cars will spawn, making it impossible for you to complete it. There's a really annoying glitch, and kind of a feature with Mayhem, where if you are facing a cop car, and they will actually drive towards you, and they'll continuously back up, and it's very possible for them to run you over and kill you before because while you are trying to get away from them and like use like a rocket launcher or something. It's actually something that really pissed me off. I'm gonna be honest here. It happens all the time, and it is so frustrating. But it is something that I do. There is a workaround for that thing. But another thing is with Saints Row 1 is if you die in activity, it sends you to the hospital. You lose money, and you have to drive all the way back to the activity. If you lose an activity, like you don't die in it, but you lose, like you don't run out of time before you finish the activity, it'll actually kick you out of it. And you have to go to the place where it starts and try again. If you like, it doesn't give you the option to retry for the menu. So I'm trying to say. And the other thing that I don't really like, if I'm going to be honest here, is a constant gang war thing, where it's entirely possible for you to just be running from place to place, trying to like go to a different activity in town, and then surprise, there's a gang war that happens, and one of your territories up for grabs, and if you fail to capture that territory, then you had to redo. From what I understand, I never actually had this happen before, but if you fail to do this game war, then you will lose the territory that you just captured, and you will have to do the stronghold that linked to that again, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is apparently something that can happen. Again, like I've never had a moment where I lost to game war, but it is something that can happen. I may need to look into that, see if that's actually the case, but those are just some of the problems that I have with Saints Row 1. The other thing that's kind of frustrating in that game is there isn't a checkpoint system. So if you die in a mission, especially at the tail end of the mission, well, I guess I should say there's a limited checkpoint system. So if you die in a mission, most of the time you have to start over from the beginning. The only places where I've noticed where there was a checkpoint system was for like the final boss missions. Like I didn't notice there was a checkpoint thing for the final Vice Kings mission, where it's kind of divided into really two parts. And once you finish the first part, if you die in the second part, you will just start over from the second part. But it's just the missions definitely could have been handled better. The checkpoints, there should have been like a more effective checkpoint system than there is. But that's gonna be the game that gonna be looking forward to the most. A lot of people who are fans of the Saints Row franchise have sworn up and down that that game is one of the best Saints Row games ever. Like topped only by Saints Row 2. I've never finished Saints Row 1 or Saints Row 2, so you'll be seeing a blind reaction to that game. And honestly, there is... I think there's either one or two YouTubers who have done 100% playthrough, walkthrough I guess I should say, of Saints Row 1. So this will definitely be kind of an interesting thing, like a playthrough that very few people have actually managed to cover. A lot of people, when they play a Saints Row game, they'll play like one of the newer ones, but this will definitely be an interesting experience for me.
Avadi. Haha.
But yeah, those are the games that are just kind of set up in the future right now. This is kind of like what's going on. That's kind of something that's going on right now. But yeah, it's definitely, it will be definitely interesting to see how things progress. Is gonna say. I think that since we, I think that since we, I can't think. Since we kind of raised a relationship between Gord and what's her name, I can't remember what the frick her name is, Eva Gilman. We're gonna be focusing on building a relationship between Alec and Daniel Rivas. Let's see what your thing is. 9 a.m. Okay, yeah, I got plenty of time. Just gonna be following Gore for right now. Just temporarily. We're gonna be going back to uh what's the name? Andy. You made it to the business office just in time and required plenty of evidence that can be used to lock the criminals up for good. Well done. Nobody should undermine the legal gnome trade. Your job performance has been increased to reward you. Your personal relationship has also strengthened. Apparently, your boss has a soft spot for gnome. Actually, I'm actually legitimately curious. I do have some lifespan to Immortals. It's very possible we'll be able to get to. It's very possible we'll be able to get to max level of thing by then the cop thing, but I wonder if I'll be able to like do it before we age up Alec. Uh, there's really nothing that I want to work on with really there's really nothing that I want to work on right now. Nothing I really can work on with Annie. So for right now, we're just following Alec Knight. I keep on wanting to say the name of the character that Alec Knight is kind of based on, which is Alec Lowe. That's the name of the actual character. And I keep on wanting to call Alec Knight Alec Lowe, but I keep on uh, stopping myself. I know it's probably gonna happen one of these days. If I ever, usually I just refer to them by their first name, but if I ever just say first and last name, probably won't be long before I say the wrong name. Fucking dumbass dog. Actually, over 800,000 now. Wait for him to get home. I know for a fact that as soon as I have him set to watch TV, and as soon as I switch over to Alec, he will. Ah, shit. We have bills. Okay.
Oh, hey! Apollo! Akush?
Oh, I just realized they're in my old house.
Oh. Oh.
And it's kind of weird to be here again. Hey, I have my time machine in the bag. That's funny.
Zuvuk. Hmm.
Danger, danger.
Da, Sharbo Dipsame,
Tubaza.
Pasim, Barwa Himaje. Yebby ya, yebby to, Saj?
Aw, Jeefta. Nizuwuba. Azinu
I'm actually kind of
Bakasina.
curious about something.
Upazanova?
The thing I checked.
Jarka,
Oh.
Niwanita, go
Tazu. Savakuva. Ishibu. Avuba.
That's barful.
Gumujiwu. Wabasiu. Supa. Dupasinava. Subrao. Dubugaza. Bajiba. Vadis. Bazino. Bazava. Ifu. Pasagazi. Hayobu. Abababa. Chukanibu. Shi. Abu. Masiyu. Vuga. Yamo. Uya. Gashuish.
Admire.
Even that. Tusa. Tabasiga.
Let's see. Friendly hug.
Yeah, Badio. Chugazidu. Upazinu. Upazi.
You gonna put in another save again? Friendly, we will gossip.
Zubi. Kashuba. Ubi. Uba. Yuzuka.
Let's see. Salute.
Lisa. Ulazi Dubaza. Umbakati. Waba. Muvowa Fawakit. Hubaya. Asunukia. Tisaba.
I wonder how close we are to getting to the good friend threshold.
Balabadi. Mazababu. Labu. Gubi.
Oh, wait, I just realized. Hold on. Oh. Maybe I should look into this real quick. So it's specifically, so both people need to be child. Yeah. It's specifically for 2 children, so that was correct. So this, all you need, once you get the all you need, this challenge and this challenge done, then you will get an achievement for the love and romance challenges. So this achievement is called All You Need, which is this thing right here. So this is one that we've been working on. Because I've been focusing on getting a high written up relationship with Emily Ellison, and why I've been waiting so long for her to age up, but she never did. So now we're trying to get the relationship with Daniel Rivas up to best friends in hopes that we can get them in a good enough space to age them up. The problem is, whenever I was hoping, whenever I tried to get someone, first of all, let me first say it will be so much easier if we can add Daniel Rivas to our household. I should look this up. Huh. So I think that the issue that I'm having is I think the reason why I can't like get children to move in it is either because I'm trying to do it with Alec, or it's because you can't do it with children. But the way this article I was looking at was talking makes me think that you can do it with children. I just don't know. Let's go home. Don't know why he stopped. I know children are not allowed to be outside of home after a certain point, but they should be allowed to go home. Okay? So I think what I'm going to do is tomorrow, once class gets out, gonna be inviting Emily over. And I'm gonna try and I'm gonna test a theory. Let's make Soupy Carbonara.
Neep neep. Harwo. Geets geets. Bargoso.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Scratch the post. Sleep.
Uh-huh. Ah. Ah. Snick. Ooh. Hmm.
I remember um I remember when uh I remember one time, there was a time when my mom,
Ooh.
like when I was younger, my mom used to try to like make the family eat at the table instead of like eating like TV trays facing the TV. Uh, and she tried to do this a couple times actually, but one time when she did this, Dad positioned himself at the table where he could see the TV, and he was watching the
Geets
TV
geets. Bargoso.
as he was eating. Mom got so mad. I remember him
Dorp.
doing that. I think it was also around Thanksgiving as well, but it was just kind of funny to me.
Booted moon.
Yizua bush.
Gabasu.
It's just saying like Alec just sitting at the table watching TV just kind of reminded me of that.
Gombarsog.
Ye goes a ruba.
Oh.
Let's also go ahead and check the skill milestone. I know that we didn't make any progress on spirits. We only caught 3 poltergeists. Ghostly presence. So I think ghostly presence means that if I go there, I have to detect the ghost. But it should just be ghosts. Not spirits. Why is this boss calling?
Gunzavib.
I honestly thought he had like an opportunity for us. I also need to check.
Gibladonk. Ziplu. Voozle day.
So what I'm thinking about doing is I do not think that we will need Spencer Knight for anything else. So if I am successful in inviting actually no.
Jeepsadink.
Shit.
Gunzavib. Voozle day.
The thing is, as much as I don't want to do this, logistically speaking, let me just kind of go ahead and work through this my thought process. If we were to successfully invite Emily Eggleston into our household, the person that the sin that I would most likely get rid of is Clea Knight. The reason for that is I do not want to break up I don't want to send out Jasmine Knight because she is the only one that it's just pretty much like our mainland money making thing per week. I don't want to get rid of Andy Knight because he is the father of Alec Knight, and though he has been contributing much to anything, it wouldn't be right for me to essentially remove Alec's father from existence. Spencer Knight, even though we aren't working on anything for him, we will be using him to work on Alec Knight's thing for getting the K9 Cop challenges done. Gort, we are working on getting the detective thing to level 10, so we can't get rid of Gort. So really the only household member that I would want to get rid of is Clea. Now, if we go into skill journal, you've actually gotten everything done that I care about, except for Poltergeist and Spirits. Poltergeist and Spirits is actually a fairly easy thing to work on, and this won't be the last time that we work on cats in this particular playthrough. Actually, it's very possible that within this household alone, we will be adopting another cat sometime in the future. But we definitely will need to have cats for a couple challenges, so we will have other opportunities to get the Poltergeist challenge and the Spirits challenge. But that being said, if I am successful, if I'm actually able to invite Emily Eggleston to our household, then Leah Knight is going to be the person that I get rid of. And while we are looking at people in our household, if we get Clea Knight to our household, we're gonna be Clea Knight. If we get Emily Eggleston to our household, gonna be getting rid. We're gonna be moving on with her and Alec as romantic partners, and we are gonna be moving on with her, Alec, Spencer, and Gort. This will kind of give 2 openings for children. But that's my thing right now. That's where things stand. But this is only if we are successful in actually being able to get someone to move in. Don't know if that will happen, but it will be the only successful thing. Now, we are not going to be moving out until we get the other thing that we're working on, Jasmine, right now, which is getting to the specific milestone for Master Inventor. We need to make 50 complex inventions, and we have made 26. So we're over halfway done. So that's really like the only thing that we're working on right now. I will say that if we're still like set as far as I'm aware, given the current situation, we're still set on streaming until 5. do not think that there'll be anything that will stop me at this point. And we're actually approaching the 3 hour mark, I should say, right now. Like 45 minutes away. I'm actually kind of thirsty as of right now. Kind of want to get some water, but I'll hold off for now. When I was, I've always wondered, I guess, because I can't imagine that dog food tastes particularly good to dogs. But I've always wondered, like, why dogs just eat it, like, so willingly. Because just, to me, like, it's, I don't know, it's just one of those things where my mind often goes to, just randomly, but if someone were to, like, give me something that resembles dog food, I just wouldn't eat it. It doesn't look appetizing, it doesn't look like something that would taste good. And yet dogs eat it all the time. So it just really kind of makes you wonder, like, if dogs have, like, different taste buds, or different forms of taste, where they just find, like, certain things more appetizing than others. Let's actually go on ahead and go into your inventory real quick. I just wanted to get rid of some of the things that we have been making. There you go. go ahead and watch TV, and I want Dort go here and pee, and to work on your chess skills. I will say, I've actually done as someone may expect, I've actually done the police career once before, but I've never actually gone to, I never actually gone to level 10. I will also say that I never actually learned how chess worked. Just, there's a lot of rules to that game, and I never really understood it. I was always kind of more of a checkers guy. I find that work, dear. I get a promotion after today. Let's go ahead and take care of this now. This is 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. I guess, well, we can take care of a couple things first. First and foremost, let's go ahead and take care of this Scoopy Carbonara. Let's eat leftovers and let's pee. Okay, and when it gets to 12, we will have you go to the assembly and take care of that. The whistle while you police. The whistle is a very important tool of your trade. As such, your boss thinks it's very important for you to read advanced whistle techniques. This is task and you'll be in good graces of your boss and will receive a job performance increase. Oh, it's a cat, I saw. Going back to that thing that I couldn't tell if it was a cat or if it was a dog. I just saw like its face appear in the actions thing. So it's clear to me it's a cat. Just kind of resembles a puppy. Let's see. Sim came in with an unknown sickness and looked grim. Everyone gave up and threw in the towel, but not Jasmine. Pulled out all the stops, running every painful test in the book to figure out the problem. Ironically, it wasn't until a bored coworker made a small comment 10 minutes before the patient was about to pass away that she realized the patient had subpaleolithitis. Jasmine was able to cure the patient. Everyone was impressed. The boss even gave Jasmine a raise. And you strummed and swaggered like a true professional, and the children loved it. You developed a decent fan base out of the scholastic demographic. They'll be buying your album soon. Until that day, here's some money to tie you over. $95 raise. Actually gonna go ahead and use a karma power. Looks like we're gonna get a promotion out of Gort. And at 3, we'll be able to invite, what's her name, home. I don't know if this will work. Congratulations, Gort's impressive performance has earned him promotion to patrol officer as well as a bonus $660. Now that traffic is in check, the lieutenant wants to see how well you handle a beat. Patrol officers need to stick closely to their partner as they investigate a wide variety of cases. Help clean up the streets and arrest the crooks that come to your house, and you'll soon earn that stripe. Gort now makes $65 per hour and works from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Chibi. Mm-hmm. Oh. Zobova. Navuku Zipuza.
No.
Zaguni.
Inventory. What the fuck is this? There we go. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? Okay, hold on. I've never seen this before. And this is very... I'm saving the game just so that I can close the game and reload it because this is kind of getting me concerned. In fact, I'm actually going to take this moment to let this game think about what it just did, and I'm actually going to go downstairs and get some ice water. I will be back in a minute. In fact, I'll also go and put this in the sink. That was definitely kind of weird. Hopefully it won't happen again. I will be right back. Alright, let's see if this actually works. If this still comes up again, we're not going to stop playing, but it will definitely be concerning. So the only way that I know you can access him to move in, because we're going to be like focusing on this topic now, is by going through the three different asks about options. Like I asked about day, asked about something, and asked about there's like three different options we to ask about day, or ask about something. Ask about career is one. Once you get through all three, then you have the option to ask them to move in. But I don't think you can do that with a child. At least not without using console commands or mods. I think I may have actually tried to do this with I think I may have tried to do this. Okay, so I seem to fix it. I think I may have tried to do this before, but it just didn't work. That's why, you fucking dumbass kid! Put that back in your inventory, that's not yours. And you, why don't you go work on your homework? There you go. That's why we don't have it.
Arctab. Vuhitsi, Atu. Fla, Kuranataka. Uh-huh.
Yeah, this isn't working.
Oh,
It just has to leave.
Dadort.
Chabuni.
Okay, let's go ahead and make complex dimension plus positioning system. What the heck? That's weird.
Nizuwuba. Azinu Bakasiyaba. Upazanaba? Oh, Gooseba. Oh.
Daniel Rivas, friendly. Asked about day.
Gamujiwo. Wabasiyu. No Gozuba. Dupasiraba. Oh, Dazu.
Tell amazing ghost story.
Ulazi Dubaza. Lovuga Hayamo. Uyadi. Tivuwa Wabo. Ayatiko.
What does
Hakasi.
reports do?
Tisabaniv. Boku Shubi Yahoo. But. Buddy. Mazababo.
Daniel Rivas, friendly.
Oh. Oh.
Christina Hernandez is filthy rich.
Fugu.
Harlow! Sorry, my dog just started barking. Harlow! No!
Tulavu Mazaba. Need. Nijua. Agazo. Waba. Labaig. Tuvish.
Kind of power, select pet to faith, answer night.
Ye Guzavuba.
Currently at the 3 hour mark, at least 2 minutes away from when I would typically end the stream. But we're gonna keep going for another hour. Whoa, what the fuck? That I somehow adjusted the setting on this. Turning that down a little bit. Was way too loud.
You're bound.
And it's level 7.
Oh, Arbu Nerby.
I should probably want to build and buy mode. What? That was weird. I need to look up the fire meter because I don't know what happens if it gets full. Okay, well, let's try this. Let's see, slash mode. Nope. Dude. Really just trying to lower the fire meter. Oh my god, stop. There you go. Come on. Okay. Now we need to go up top. Oh, or not, because the roof actually covers it. So now we can go into buy mode. Yeah, actually, we don't even need to do this. We can just go into household inventory. If I still have it. You do not, so we do need to buy a bed. Okay.
Aw. So, Bance.
Jasmine. Enter phone.
Zapi Dima.
Huh? Shlubagaya.
Now this is something that I could never figure out. So we go in Jasmine Knight inventory. Okay. Household inventory. Go ahead and place this right here. Dude, what the fuck? How am I? I have never been able to do this right. I've never, ever, ever been able to do this right. I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing wrong. I've never understood it. It makes no fucking sense. Every single time I try and do that correctly, I screw it up. I don't get it. I do not get it. It makes no fucking sense. How the hell am I supposed to do this?
Push. Pusaba. Chuli shubibag.
Darbo! Jeeb! Huh?
Hey, why don't you go to sleep? Shower. We're gonna have you go to sleep. How close are we to getting this done? I feel like we made quite a bit of complex inventions since we last checked. We have almost made 30, so we need 20 more. Okay, make complex invention, position system.
Ouch, nerds.
Poltergeist activity, onto your mill. Something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? Leonite. He said, I love like Ghostbusters 1 and 2, but I hate the remakes. I haven't watched, in specific, I hated the one with the all women things because I didn't really find that to be as enjoyable. I haven't watched like the new one they made where I think Bill Murray and a couple other characters reprised their old roles, which shows them at a much older age. I haven't watched that movie. Uh, and I honestly haven't heard like anyone saying if it's good or bad. Okay, go home. I wonder how close we are to getting this done. We think we need 25 total. I imagine it must be close to the 20 threshold. Okay? Don't know why Daniel Rivas is taking a shower right now when he needs to sleep. Also, hey! Hey! Who the fuck invited you in?
Ah!
How do I don't know how I work on reports. What the fuck? It's only been a couple of days. And fuck you.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of my house!
Ugh! Protege Misa!
Seriously! Get the fuck out of my house! This isn't your house, you stupid dumbass cat! This is like the dumbest cat in the world. Go home! You don't belong here! I can't move my cursor. Did the game freeze? I think the game crashed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't move. The game actually crashed. Okay, so we're gonna need to turn off the console and turn it back on. That's kind of unfortunate. Really unfortunate because I think it's actually been about 30 minutes since I last saved. But the game actually crashed. And my Xbox is really hot right now. Try this again. Console should be booting up right now. Thing is, nothing should be nothing wrong with the console. Probably just because I had the game running for too long. And now I can't read the disc. Things that say DVD and not a game disc. So hold on. On the old spit test. Wow, this game is hot too. Oh. Pretty scratched up. Hold on. Give me a minute. I need to actually. See, this is better. See, this is better. It looks like it's actually pretty scratched up, which is kind of unusual. Let's see if it can read this. I still can't read the disc. Hold on. Just, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Gonna see if it can read it this time. Hoping it can. Would love to be able to stream the full 4 hours today. There we go. There's your sign. So the problem was with that disc, the reason why it's giving me a lot of trouble is I was trying to clean it with my shirt, and the thing is I believe I'm wearing like it's a polo shirt. But it's made of a specific fabric where it's not like it's not like an, how do I phrase this? It's not a smooth fabric. It's not like smoothly stitched together. It's coarse. It's rough. It's kind of hard for me to explain, but a lot of shirts like they're stitched together in a way where it's very smooth to the touch, but this shirt is a little bit coarse. If that makes sense. So I think I ended up scratching up my disc a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate, by cleaning it with a shirt. And I tried to use a tissue paper before, wasn't working, so I had to go downstairs and get a hold of a spray bottle specifically for cleaning glass, and use a rag that typically is what is used to clean a specific rag used to clean actually I think this type of rag is actually used to clean glasses, like eyeglasses, but it can also be used for DVDs. But I need to invest in something specifically for cleaning DVDs. But yeah, it's tomorrow's problem. I'm hoping that since we are in a positive relationship with Eva Gilman, that she won't respond negatively to this thing. We got about 30 minutes left before I'm gonna be in the live stream, so let's try and get as much time as possible. But yeah, the game has been behaving a little bit weird today. I hope it's nothing to worry about, but we'll see. I actually don't know. I actually don't know if my game, if this I get sign of bad things to come.
Lufasto.
There is something that can happen. There is something that can happen, and it's happened to me in the past, where I tried to huh. I don't know where Eva Gilman is. There is something that can happen. It's happened to me in the past where I tried to I don't think she's here. I played through Sims 3 on Nintendo Wii, and I played it up to like the 3rd generation. I actually bought the most expensive house in that game, which was the Lighthouse. And I honestly could have gone a lot further, but unfortunately the AI completely broke. And the AI completely broke. And like all the random NPCs, my family, they literally stopped being able to take care of themselves, and they ended up dying. Like I was literally be walking down the street in that game, and because you can actually, one thing I liked about Nintendo Wii is you can actually use the nunchuck to control your Sims, and actually play as your Sims. Which I thought was really cool, but I would literally be walking around town and using the nunchuck again, and this I will watch Sims literally die on the street. Like they'll just be walking next to me, and boom, the Reaper claims them. And it got so bad that I couldn't walk through town without passing like 30 freaking ashes or graves where someone died. And it got to the point where my own playable Sims stopped being able to take care of themselves. Like I would tell them to go eat food. I would tell them to go eat food. I don't see Gort. I would tell them to go eat food, and they will literally grab something out of the fridge and put it on the ground. So, and then they just repeat that cycle over and over and over again. It's so frustrating.
Oh. Oh.
Jeeves and ink. Watch your Pombla do? Faneeb. Zimmy Deensy Faneeb.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Grotzel.
Waiting for Eva to get here.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Artab. Vuitsi, Atu. Floppadoo-zigo. Batucci. Baba Mawuz.
If only
Zelma
Christina Hernandez responded like this.
Dipintadag. Abagana, Brafi Glash, Derbloop Luzi, Itanu, Kasopla, Ibi, Juxiptigo and Greetabop, Tugini, Yalarko, Rex, Grau Fredige, Naka Grobel.
Eva is neurotic. Okay, that's funny. Neurotic essentially means that she's a freaking crazy person. There are two traits that I think are particularly bad. One of them is insane, which is kind of the more behavioral side of crazy, and the other is neurotic, which is the more emotional. Like if you're talking with someone who is insane, they'll literally kind of babble. Uh, they will just kind of do some crazy like things that a normal sim wouldn't do. Whereas neurotic, if you're talking to them, they'll probably burst into tears. They'll get angry. They'll kind of be more emotional and things. And it's definitely one of the more negative traits. But I believe neurotic is kind of more based on emotions, while insane is based on behavior.
Well, Navobi is Smidagorg e Tagag. Fanuta, Gessi Duva.
How long is this
Garkitsi,
questioning? My
Adalona,
God.
Gatu. Borbal Blargarg, Ibi Nipzob, Stog, Toblet, Dakadu. Libdor, Kisa, Ebidor, Sigala. Exabe Ram, Nafuga.
Vodamu!
Aha!
Foxaroo!
Okay. From one ship to another. How have you not done your homework yet?
Gamujiwo. Wabasiu. No Kozuba. Dupasiraba.
Friendly, we will.
Oh, Guzba. Hulazi Dubaza.
Admire.
Lufu wadiyu. Agazubi. Gaju. Oh.
Daniel Rebus, friendly. Friendly hug.
Iboda. Sluvage.
Friendly, we will.
Tulavu mazaba. Yikasulu ni apula fopaya. Ikanupu hasiko.
Daniel Rebus, friendly. We will gossip.
Savaguva hishibu. Tavuba. Easy.
Friendly, we will. Hey, we got a good friend. That's nice.
Pipso toy!
Wapasa kuvu. Oh. Bazino bazaba. Mula payibo ni shuwa haigid. Nivu akasavo. Oh, cool.
Daniel Rebus, friendly. We will chat.
Pulazi du baza. Kukla vasia. Diupalala. Diukala huluk.
Friendly, we will. Admire.
Ah.
Oh, Emo. Oh.
Daniel Rebus, friendly.
Vadish.
Make. Complex invention. Plus positioning system.
So wabazad.
Daniel Rebus, friendly. We will. Chat.
Bazino bazaba. Divuga yaba rihu obo. Oh, Kubi.
Oh, not Alex tonight. Daniel, friendly. That's perfect for TV shows.
Pulazi du baza. Chukanibu shi abu masiyuni.
Daniel Rebus, friendly. Just go ahead and do. Talk about movies.
Ub izala niku balabaluba ajibala. Oh. Tulavu mazaba.
Hoping I can get him to the best friend phase.
Nesu pusu asiwayaso. Oh, Emo.
Daniel Rebus, friendly. Go ahead and gossip.
Gosu. Hishiwobidi. Mika. Hiziwu.
Getting very close to the best friend threshold.
Sagi. Oh, Sluvage. Oh. Bulazi Dubaza? Chumaniko I Tishu Panikuzub. Gaju.
Let's go ahead and discuss favorite TV shows.
Tulavu Mazaba? Niyoboku Lapna Fubala. Nivu Akasivub.
I think we're actually probably gonna end things off at like 10 minutes early. I think as soon as we get Daniel Rivas to best friends, we're gonna save and quit. Because there's not much else that I want to get done, not much else I can get done. So I just want to get Daniel Rivas to best friends and just kind of end it off here. We're very close to getting it done.
Lufu Wati Yuwaga Zubi. Oh, Kubi.
Let's go ahead and gossip.
Savakuva Hishibu Tavuba. Ikizi. Oh.
Daniel Rivas, friendly. Let's go ahead and chat.
Tulavu Mazaba? Chukanibu Shi Abu Masiyuni.
Daniel Rivas, friendly. We will friendly hug.
Zia.
Go ahead and praise fantastic book.
Chukazidua. Bazino? Wabazi.
Okay, so let's go ahead and have you eat leftovers, goopy carbonara, have you sleep. And I think now we are gonna be saving and quitting. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and do what we did before the game crashed, which was going into build mode. Need to bring this over here. Wall. Moving this over. Wall. I need to move this back a bit. Oh, that's the dog toy. I didn't mean to grab the dog toy. You see, that actually worked. I don't know if it did. Okay, good. Okay, so we actually did what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and go into build and buy mode one more time. Buy a new item. We are going to be going to comfort, beds, being a bed for what's space. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go ahead and save and quit, and I think that's actually going to do it for today. If you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I'm going to be streaming Sims 3 Patch yet again next Friday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. Just a reminder on that day. On this Saturday and next Saturday, actually, we're going to be streaming a little bit later, an hour later. I keep on forgetting. But we're very close to the end of that, so I just want to be able to make sure that we're able to finish Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order within the next 2 streams. So, that being said, we're going to be streaming all 3 of these games on my schedule from 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. So, starting over from the beginning, Sims 3 Patch Fridays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time for 100% completion. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is going to be on Saturdays, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time for 100% completion. And on Sundays, I'm going to be playing Stardew Valley for 1% completion on Sundays, kind of redundant, 1 p.m. to 5 Pacific Standard Time. If you are interested in games you play for 100% completion, know that not only go for 100% in-game statistic, but 100% in achievements as well. That's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.